About to go through a quick yoga stretch routine that I usually do. Before that, great freaking Friday, Venus Day. I keep looking that way because I had a calendar there before. So if you ever see me like doing this as I'm making video, I had a calendar and I don't have it anymore. So I keep looking in that direction to look at the date. But yeah, yo, it's a great Friday, the 7th, 8th of January of 2022. And the year that has been selected for us by the designers of this paradigm that we're living in today. I'm gonna go through a quick few posters. I don't really know how many, but if you're somebody that's doing some martial arts, you want to get your kicks high, you know, you want to be a little bit flexible, whatever it is that you're trying to do. You're trying to do that yoga pose where they have the legs, you know, over and out. I'm gonna put you through that. All right. First thing that I usually do whenever I get out of the shower, or even in the shower, I'll do it. I'll start with my knees. So I'll bring the foot up. Usually rotate the foot like this. Right? I'll bring it out as much as possible. It'll usually crack the inner parts of your hips, your groin. I'll bring the foot. Then from here, I'll grab down here like this. I'll turn it. This will usually crack the hell out of my kneecaps and my bones right there. From there, I'll hold it as long as needed. I'll flip the foot. I'll still hold it at the same level up here by the hip, but I'll flip the knee down. For some of you, you might not be able to do this. You might not even be able to get it this high, but I'll flip it down, right? From here, you can do different variations. You can simply hold it here. You can drop down, or you can lean forward. You get what I'm saying? But from there, I'll usually grab the toe. Sometimes I'll crack my toes as well. I usually grab the toe like this and then I'll pull. I'll grab the toe. I'll hold it out. Right? From there, it's gonna get a little gay. You get what I'm saying? I'll go right here. I'll grab the bottom of the foot. And this is where the feminine aspect comes in. Alright, you gotta be able to dance between the masculine and the feminine. So, I learned this position first when I did like a week of Taekwondo, like 3 days of free Taekwondo class when I was young. I was trying to get into fighting, and I was the only one paying for my martial arts then. So, from right there, I'll bring it down. I'll grab around here, curl it around the back. From there, again, you can do some variations. You can come out, or you can simply come down. Or once you do that, nice little stretch over here of the hamstrings, I think, or the quad, right? Hamstrings in the back, quads in the front. I'll release it. What I usually do to the right, I'll do to the left every time. All right? So we come up. Play with the ankle, crack it, bring it out, grab the foot. On the opposite side, bring the knee as high as possible, let the knee fall down. You can sit down as low as possible, or you can lean forward. This will stretch your hamstrings, your calf. You know, it'll open up the hips. Again, from here, crack the bones if needed. Grab the toe, bring it out, stretch the hamstring, the calf, the bottom of your foot. Walk the hands over, and the standing split, like a ballerina, whatever it is you want to put in there. And behind the back, lean forward if you want to, all the way down, or you can simply release it. From there, I'm usually done with the legs. From there, I'll go into the chest stretch. Give me a second, let me see if this thing is actually catching some of this. Alright. So from there, once I'm done with the standing leg stretches, I'll go into my chest, arms, shoulders, neck, and sort of like a back stretch. I usually start with the sternum and the chest, while open the arms up as I throw my chest up at the same time, allowing my sternum to actually open up as much as possible. And if you first do this for the first few times, you might hear your sternum crack. I'll really flex the elbows. I'll interlock the opposite hand on top the first time. I'll bring it up as high as I can, and then I'll pull. This will usually crack your shoulders, your biceps, your forearms. From here, I'll do this. I'll invert the hand, right? And then from there, I'll lean back as far as I can. Also stretching the neck, moving the neck around, getting a stretch around the front of the neck. From here, I'll lean forward without putting much pressure on my back. From here, we'll come back up again. This time, opposite hand goes over. Bring the arm up as much as possible. Throw it out. Look down as you do this. Invert. Lean back as far as possible. Move forward. Down. And then from here, we go to the last stretch. We do this kind of prayer behind the back. From here, again, lean back as far as possible. Stretch the neck. Play with it. Bend the knees if need to. And come back forward. Here is where you allow your back to fully stretch. Might play with the feet to also get a stretch on the lower parts of your back. And here, you know, sit your ass down, bring the legs out, walk one foot up at a time. And this is where we get into this position that a lot of us see, you know, masters get into. You can do here, or you can simply bring the other foot up as well. And I usually like playing with my fingertips to make them stronger. So what I usually do is that I'll just rise up, bring up the feet, come down, rise up. You should hear a lot of crack when you do that kind of stuff. Come forward again. Release them. Down. Over. If you can't get here, sometimes one thing you can just do is just put one leg on top of the other and just, you know, stretch it out until you're able to get these positions. They're not easy to get to. And even a fat person that, you know, practices some of these stretches regularly should be able to get them. Again, boom, come up, hold, drop, behind, thrust the hips up, open up the inside of the hips, and forward. From here, if you want, you know, you can go straight into a split. And if you can't get the split, get as low as possible and walk your feet forward and back and play with it. And play with it. Until you're able to, do these things. Like I said, that will help you get your knees up, get your kick up, whatever it is that you need to do, or even in boxing. And it'll also, if you're not trying to do all that martial arts stuff, it'll at least get you comfortable with yourself as a man. There's a lot of dudes out here that they think that being masculine is not expressing yourself. That being masculine is hiding certain aspects of yourself. That being masculine is not expressing love or not expressing your emotions in a good manner. You know what I'm saying? And that, those kind of individuals that have certain knowledge that a lot of people are seeking, like how to get women and so on, or how to make money, because they lack the other aspects of knowing themselves as like a true male, having a human experience as a man in this reality. They end up becoming incomplete men, right? We have a lot of examples of complete men out there, and then we have other examples of non, right? Where they lack certain aspects, certain qualities. Yoga is not an easy practice. It demands that you tap into the feminine energy, and it requires a lot of embracing of the masculine energy, understanding that you are a man. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, that's all I got as it relates to some stretches, and as to why stretching is important. It's healthy for your body, it's healthy for your soul, and it strengthens your mind and your spirit and your ability to be able to understand different things about different people, circumstances, situations. It's just a very humbling and very wholesome practice towards balancing yourself. It goes right in line with meditation, with martial arts, with reading, with writing, with following your truth and being your most authentic self in this life, and becoming the greatest possible version of yourself that you can in this life, by not allowing certain positions that you may find yourself in life and in your own yoga practices to hinder you from being able to overcome other aspects. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of challenges that we're facing today. Challenges that deal with the mental, with the physical, as it relates to all this gender dysmorphia that we're seeing in today's society, and as it relates to the emotional aspects. A lot of people not being able to deal with their emotions. They're always just snapping. They're just ready to snap. Not many people have very good control over the emotion, aspects of themselves, because they don't understand that these bodies are emotional memory cards, and that they must be cleaned and refined and sometimes restructured from time to time. But other than that, ain't nothing but love. If this video was of value, leave a comment, some feedback as to what can be expanded on a little further, so on and so forth. And we look forward to creating more content like this in the future. Other than that, ain't nothing but love. You have a great rest of your Friday and week and ahead of you, and make the best out of it. One love.